Well, hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me again today. Nice Monday morning here in Bama. Got my internet and cable back this morning after being out the whole weekend. Storm took it out on Friday night. And you know what? It wasn't that bad of a thing. I got ahead on stuff. I'm pretty much mostly packed for Woodstock. I've got all the errands run that I needed to run for the house before I leave, and did a few things this morning. And now I can do a few things on the computer. I'm going to shoot a few videos ahead of time, activate my phone, and all is right with the world. I want to talk about my raw food diet motivation and hear what yours are. I do videos every day, so if you haven't already done it by now, please hit that subscribe button. Man, I was checking those out this morning. I'm bleeding subs like crazy. I know they're unsubscribing people again, so you've got to go click the little bell and check send notifications on all your channels. I'm just telling you as a public service announcement. You may not want to go click on mine, but go check people. My raw food diet motivation has been very, very simple from the very beginning, and that's to repair the damage that I did to my body over the course of a drunken lifetime. And when I say that, I don't exaggerate. I mean, I was a real drunk. I didn't go out, do a little bit of college drinking, do what they call binge drinking now. I drank hard for 30 years. And a lot of other bad habits accompanied that, like the food that because anybody that's drank a little bit knows, what do you do most of the time when you're drinking bad food? When you're drinking so much, you eat bad food. You drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning. You ain't looking at for something healthy at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, and I was always a bigger guy, so there was a lot of between the alcohol, which was the number one thing that got me started thinking about this, but also because being a big guy, I could eat a lot of food back in the day. And I remember in college, I could just, go out and get drunk, usually after drinking a case of beer, because when you're 225, you can drink a lot, a case of beer, and then go into the A&P and getting 2 pounds of steak at like 2 in the morning, or go into the Shoney's buffet. That's Southern for all you people not in the South. And not even knowing how many calories and fat grams I'm consuming. It's a breakfast bar. I mean, I imagine sometimes I was eating a dozen eggs and 15, 20 pieces of bacon, just ungodly amounts of stuff. But anyhow, yeah, I knew that I was going to have to pay the piper at some point, and started really worrying about things like that, because in the back of my mind, I had always kind of known, okay, well, it's not great for your liver. There's cirrhosis of the liver. It can lead to cancer of the liver. But there's also so many other things that people don't know, like oral cancers associated with heavy drinking, other cancers other than the liver, and just a whole slew of problems. Because sometimes people, the drugs get all the press and stuff, but the drugs will generally kill people quicker. That alcohol is a slow burn, and it'll just deteriorate your body over a lifetime. So, yeah, I started, from day one, it was just all about trying to regenerate and repair as much as possible, so that I could hopefully not have some disastrous end to my life, go out in excruciating pain and suffering. And also, too, so I could extend and improve the quality of my life. Now, even being a hardcore drunk, I wasn't broken down or anything. I was actually pretty decent shape, pretty decent condition for somebody that did the things I did, because I had a lot of periods in there of health. I had a lot of times where I'd stop drinking for a month, 2 months, 6 months, one time or a couple of times a year. And then I would focus on eating a lot healthier, and healthier back then always meant fruit in the morning, even back then. And then lighter stuff, fruit, salads, leaner meats and what have you, which, I don't do that kind of mentality anymore. But yeah, it's always been about repairing the damage and moving forward. And that's why I'm kind of like in my I've got my glasses on, I got tunnel vision, and I'm just locked in on what my mission is for me and what I'm doing. And that's why I don't take a lot of, at 6 years in, I don't take a lot of outside stuff in that I'm not seeking out. In other words, unsolicited advice, It's just like the person's wasting their time. It goes in one ear and out the other. All unsolicited advice. I won't say 100% because I'm sure there's some exception out there, and there's somebody that would throw me something and I'd be like, okay, now that person I'll listen to. But no, I mean, I have to chart this course for myself, because so much of the stuff that I've been advised, so many of the people I've been referred to, I just see too much crazy there. And I'm about repairing my body. That's why I've never been about this raw food thing. You know, there's a lot of people that are part of the club. They're following the plan, and it's raw, raw, raw for them. It's always been health, health, health for me. Health has always been the motivation on this lifestyle. I don't care about being a raw food educator up with the elites. I don't care about what my ranking is in the raw food world, or how raw I am, or how people perceive how raw I am. Always has been about the health. Always has been about the health for me. And the motivation for sharing the channel, just as an extension of that, it's always been a bit more about sharing a process that I fully believe will work. It's not about telling you follow my process. It's not about telling you follow the resources or the methods I've used on my process. It's about finding your process and kicking the crutches away, and stop depending on other people. Stop depending on YouTube personalities and people on social media and whatever. We have Google, as I say all the time. We have Google, we have YouTube. Do your own research, search things, figure it out for yourself, test it out on yourself, and most importantly of all, just how does what you're doing make you feel? A lot of this stuff, and I'll kind of walk a fine line here when we're talking about detox, a lot of this stuff out here I don't think is the best information in the world, because everybody's like, well, you got to feel bad before you feel good. And to a certain extent, that is true. The body is going to detox quicker. The body's always detoxing. People think, the certain way of eating or not eating the body's always detoxing. We can just speed that process up a little bit. So yes, your body's going to detox a little bit more rapidly when you start following this lifestyle. There's going to be some discomfort possibly in the beginning. You're taking in a lot more fiber. There might be a little bit of bloating, but be careful. People are taking you down a path when they're like, you're going for such a long time feeling like crap, and you just think that's normal. It's not normal, no matter where you've come from. Okay, there's probably some health issues, barring health issues being the exception. But for most your average healthy people, no, you're not going to feel bad for this long period of time. And if you're feeling bad on this lifestyle for what you think's too long, then maybe you're following the wrong person, or you need to do some more research. It doesn't mean you need to start all over. It doesn't mean you need to stop doing everything you're doing. You just need to continually be educating yourself, continually be learning more about this. And that's been my motivation. My motivation is reinforced every single morning when I open my eyes. When I step out of bed every day, my motivation gets reinforced, which just gives me even more motivation. And what is that reinforcement? That's getting out of the bed and feeling spectacular every single day. It's not getting up in the morning and wondering when you open that eye like, oh, how am I going to feel? What's today going to be like? By how you feel. And used to, I never knew. Now, I didn't feel terrible before, but there would be those days, oh yeah, I guess whatever. What did I eat yesterday? I got a little bit of heartburn, indigestion, or ooh, funky stomach. How often have you heard that? No, all day, every day, 365. I might have a day where I'm just I think it's more like I'm lazy than anything else. I'll have a day where I just don't really feel like doing anything, but it's just a mental, I just don't want to do anything today. I got the energy every day. I can go out and I can get out in this 90+ heat and do whatever I want to. So I feel absolutely outstanding. And that just continues to motivate me every day. And like I've mentioned in a video before, it's almost like once you get that high, I can't give it up. I can't give it up. You guys know I'm not an extremist or a fanatic on food, but like last weekend, or no, what day was it? Because my internet's been out for 3 days. I'm losing track of perspective here. Oh, it was Thursday. I went to Pensacola and I ate some macaroni and cheese and the cooked, and I ate some hummus. And oh dear God, it felt like I booted heroin or something. I mean, I was just sluggish for the day. Even something like that where people go, oh my goodness, he eats cooked food and he even eats in a restaurant. It snaps me right back, and it can never happen. It could never be a regular thing. Doesn't matter where I live, doesn't matter what circumstances, because I notice it immediately. I make conscious decisions. I just want to make that clear. I'm always making conscious decisions. I know the ramifications. I knew I knew that was going to pull me down energy-wise and make me feel kind of sluggish and a little queasy. And less do I do that. But it can never be a regular thing. It regulates itself because I lost that feeling. I lost that high, and I lost it in a big way. That pulled me down. I've gotten to a point now, even around the house, I'll look at stuff and go, not necessarily that this is bad for me, but I'm like, yeah, this will take my energy just a little bit. I'm always playing with the energy levels, and I have mad amounts of energy every single day. So, yep, that was my motivation, repairing the body, repairing the cellular damage that all that alcohol had done over the years. And, you know, I continually, how do I stay motivated on this lifestyle? Like I just said, it's so easy to stay motivated when I feel 100% every single day, so anyhow, the second part of that, what's your motivation on this lifestyle? Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.